G'day everybody, welcome back to another video on the channel. So with the 2022 AFL season just right around the corner, I've decided to make in this video today 7 bold calls I reckon can occur this season. And yes, because these are bold calls, of course they are going to be controversial. That is the point of having a bold call. So yeah, there is going to be, a few that you could scratch your head at, but this is the whole point of the video. I want to make a few bold calls today, and yeah, make sure to let me know in the comments if you agree or not. So if you're going to enjoy today's video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. That'd be much appreciated. And let's get into my bold predictions. So with the first bold call for today's video, I feel that a non-Victorian side will win the flag this year. Over the past few months, it just seems to be either the Demons or the Doggies people have on their minds for the 2022 flag. But I'm going to go quite unorthodox here, and I feel it will be a non-Victorian side. So the Cup will be returning to possibly Queensland or South Australia or even New South Wales. I don't really see the Western Australian teams being in contention. I feel Fremantle are way too premature, and West Coast are probably quite a big chance of not even making finals. But I feel the big teams that could lift the Cup this year are pretty much Brisbane Lions, Port Adelaide, or even the Sydney Swans. The two big ones are, of course, Brisbane and Port Adelaide. They are in their window. They are the two teams that have been oh so close of making that grand final. They've been losing in prelim finals and losing very narrowly over the last 2 years. But I feel for one of them, their time will come this year, and I expect at least a non-Victorian side will at least play in the grand final against possibly like a Western Bulldogs or Melbourne Demons, like people have been saying they reckon they will win the flag. And possibly in an upset, a team like the Lions or Port Adelaide could snatch victory, and there we go, a non-Victorian side will win the flag. Of course, as I just said before, the Sydney Swans are also a chance. Again, I still feel that they are a bit premature, a lot of unestablished players that have had a very good year, but the expectations are much more high for them now, so it will be possibly a bit of a struggle this year for them. But yeah, there's my first call. I reckon a team that is not based in Victoria will win the 2022 premiership. Now for my second bold call of today's video, and I reckon that 𝐓𝐡𝐞 and Shaun Dux will become All-Australians in this year's competition. Whenever you think of up-and-coming football stars in the AFL, you should definitely be thinking of 𝐓𝐡𝐞 and Shaun Dux. Both fantastic players that really turned heads in 2021. From what they produced last year was very special, and I reckon they can carry that over into 2022 and really take their games to the next level. Shaun Dux was just an absolute revelation for Fremantle last year. He became one of the best ruckmans in the competition. He was averaging very nicely with hit-outs to advantage and also clearances. And in my eyes, he just seems to have the biggest potential out of any ruckman in the AFL. And then you have 𝐓𝐡𝐞, who is just, his 2021 season was something very special. Kept on getting better every game. And with other midfield stars in that side like Mundy and Brayshaw who assist Sarong into the player he is, he just managed to become one of the best players in that side. In his stat averages, he is around that average to above average range, and I feel that he has an extremely high ceiling too, alongside potential. So it's a bit of a risky one there. He is still pretty young. It will be, I'm pretty sure, his 3rd season. But hey, this is the whole point of this video, bold predictions. If it's not Sarong, I definitely see Brayshaw having a crack at it as well. But I feel that a Freo midfielder and Shaun Dux will be an All-Australian this year. For my third bold prediction in this video today, I'm going to say that Max King will kick over 50 goals this year. A player that really seemed to struggle with consistency throughout 2021, but he was not alone, so did the whole side of St Kilda. But I feel that, hey, it is now his 3rd season. The 3rd season usually being for star players like him, a kind of breakout year season. And this gives him an opportunity to dust off the cobwebs. He sort of picked up consistency in the second half of the year, started kicking accurate again, but this is one of the biggest, highest potential key forwards in the competition. And now with Ben King out, that could possibly send a subconscious message to him saying, hey, this is now my opportunity to show I'm better than my brother, and I'll kick over 50 goals this year. And when he found a bit of consistency in the second half of the season, just some of those performances like his 6 goals against West Coast, that really turned my head for sure. Just his bodywork and smart leads really caught my eye, and also the addition of putting on quite a bit of bulk in the pre-season. hey, you know, he has everything right to have a fantastic year in 2022. So I feel he will be up there for the Coleman medal. I'm not too sure yet who I reckon will win, but yeah, over 50 goals I reckon will be possible for Max King. Moving on now to my next bold decision. I still feel that this is a bold call, but a few viewers watching this video might not think so, but I still feel it is. But I reckon a top 10 pick from last year's draft will win the Rising Star Award. Not all the time first year players do win the award. It's usually around a second or third year player, but I just have feelings that this could potentially be a super draft. The amount of high prospect, high potential players that were picked up in this draft, and especially the top 10, geez Louise, man. You know, Jason Horne-Francis, 𝐼𝙗𝐿, Callaghan, 𝐷ACOS, 𝗬𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐿, Mac Andrew, Josh Ward, 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝, Erasmus, they're the top 10. I feel that one of them will win the award at the end of the year. I think many of us now have seen many of the intra-club matches played throughout the AFL clubs during this pre-season, and we've seen Jason Horne-Francis, a bit of 𝐷ACOS, a bit of 𝗬𝐿𝐿. We've heard many good things about these top 10 recruits. For example, with Jason Horne-Francis, he seems to be one of the best looking ones in pre-season for the North Melbourne Kangaroos. I also had a peek at Collingwood's intra-club match, and geez, Nick 𝐷ACOS looks absolutely fantastic as well. One of the most confident players I reckon out of the whole draft pool, and he's definitely a chance as well for the Rising Star Award. Another big one who is expected to win is Josh Ward from Hawthorn, another player who I think will easily be a starter, especially in the rebuilding side of the Hawks. Then of course there are a few players that are not as talked about as much. Finn Callaghan's still one of the best midfielders in the draft. He's definitely within a shot. Could be maybe a key forward like Sam Darcy, or hey, even a key back like 𝐓𝐿𝐼𝐻. The sky's the limit for these players, and I feel that yes, one of them will be the Rising Star winner for 2022. For my fifth bold call of today's video, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that Matt Rowell will win the Suns' best and fairest. He'll beat the likes of All-Australian 𝐷ACOS Miller, Braden Fiorini, Noah Anderson, Jack Lukosius, and he'll be the best looking player for the Gold Coast Suns in 2022. It's been a question on many people's lips, will Matt Rowell return to his best or even better in 2022 with the many injuries that he has had? From what I've heard, Matt Rowell seems to be all fresh and ready to go for this year. He's been doing quite well in pre-season, and the main reason is that with Greenwood's departure, Rowell should be easily a lock for the Suns midfield and should be playing far more and hopefully every game this year. Of course, the big challenge will be if he is able to beat the All-Australian of 𝐷ACOS Miller. He is an absolute star, do not get me wrong. This is just a huge season for Rowell. He has potentially so much motivation to show that he is the best player for the Suns. And, you know, obviously a best and fairest award winner for a club isn't just the player who gets the highest amount of disposals. It really, you know, it varies really. So Rowell doesn't necessarily have to get the most disposals for the Suns this year, but if he shows what he was first prospected to be, that true X-factor kind of midfielder that can really change a game, then yeah, he has all the boxes ticked to, you know, not clearly win the best and fairest award for the Suns, but really show to 𝐷ACOS Miller that he has a genuine chance of winning the award. So if he doesn't win the best and fairest award, I still feel that it is a bold call to say that he will get back to his best at the bare minimum. I'm backing him in to say that yeah, he will come back from injury and a very rushed and poor season last year and show that he is a genuine #1 pick and one of the best looking AFL midfielders for this year. Moving on now to my next bold call for 2022, and I'm going to say that Jade Gresham will become the surprise packet of the competition. One of St Kilda's up and coming rising star players. He just has been constantly injured, and he's only managed around 14 games in 2 years. In the 2020 season, he did his back with a stress fracture, and then the next year in 2021 in round 3, he did do his Achilles tendon. So he has not played much footy, but the Saints do know that he is potentially, if he stays fit and healthy, one of the star players for the Saints. A very versatile player he is indeed. He's a midfielder that can play forward, similar to a 𝐴𝐷𝐼, Toby Green, Jake Stringer. For the Saints, it's about him keeping healthy and well, and from what Gresham has said, he's built so much resilience whilst battling through these injuries through rehab, and high resilience is of course a massive factor in good mental health for football. And then from what Brett Rutten has said about him, he's said that so far he has looked very nice in pre-season. He's looking all healthy and well. He has never been better, and that's really caught my eye. I feel like he'll return out of all these terrible injuries and unlucky injuries he has had, and he'll be one of the best players for the St Kilda Saints, and he'll turn a lot of heads this year, and because of that he'll become a true surprise packet of the AFL. Now for my final bold call of this video today, I reckon the 2022 Brownlow Medal winner will surpass the record of 36 votes. The AFL is a sport that just seems to be becoming more quicker and quicker year by year, and this means more flashier plays, more high disposals, more freakish kind of plays, and because of this the umpires are sport for choice. They are throwing 3 votes to a lot of the similar plays like Clayton Oliver, Ollie Wines, Sam Walsh. There's just so many plays that surpass 36 votes I reckon this year. I think in the 2021 count there was 4 players, I'm pretty sure, that surpassed 30 votes, which is just crazy enough. And because of what I just mentioned before, footy's just getting faster and faster, I reckon the winner will surpass the record of 36 votes, tied by Ollie Wines and Dusty Martin. I won't give away who I reckon will win the Brownlow medal just yet. I'll wait till next week where I will go over my full season predictions with an updated ladder predictions compared to last December. But geez, there's just a group of very elusive players like Steele, 𝐴𝐞 Miller, Sam Walsh, Petrarca and Oliver. Also Ollie Wines, let's not forget the actual Brownlow medal winner of 2021. And I reckon the winner will have over 36 votes for the 2022 Brownlow medal count. So everybody, there are 7 bold calls / predictions that I have got for the 2022 season. I'll most likely do a reaction video to these at the end of the year just to see how many I did get right or wrong. I don't really mind too much, bold calls are bold calls, some of them could end terribly wrong or some of them could be very correct. But in the end, in my eyes, I feel that, all of these are a very possible chance of occurring. So if you did enjoy the video today, make sure to leave it a like and subscribe. That'd be much appreciated. As I said earlier, I will be doing next week my full season predictions, so make sure to stay tuned on the channel for that. And yeah, that's it from me, fellas. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you later. See you later, fellas.